Patricia Flynn Soltys has three interests that have stood the test of time: education, community involvement, and environmental stewardship. Graduating from MCC in 1972, Patty ultimately earned an MBA while building a successful career at Eastman Kodak. Now living in Hilton Head, South Carolina, she is commissioner of her local water district. Patty has supported a dozen organizations through her work as a volunteer and believes in supporting students at the college where it all started for her, right here at MCC.
MCC contributed to my success by opening a door for me that otherwise never would have been opened. I couldn't go to a four-year school, and I was absolutely determined I was going to make a good life for myself, that I was going to become educated. I knew when I was asked to interview with all these companies and I got job offers, I said, yes, it was the right decision. I went to the University of Rochester and I got a double major in business administration and psychology while I worked full-time. And I actually did it in 2 years. And then my first big move was into assistant manager was essentially the mailroom. From there, I became the manager of that department. I got a big opportunity, but not before I had made a presentation to the chief financial officer of Kodak. And he said, "Where did you get your master's degree?" I said, "I don't have one." A week later, I got an invitation to go to the executive development program at the U of R, which was unbelievable. And from there, I went to run the field real estate services for the company. So all of the leased domestic property and the plants we owned around the US were my responsibility. It was a great job. I traveled extensively. I became a lobbyist in Washington, D.C., which is where I had moved. And so I worked part-time. That was another fascinating job, opportunity to see how the government works. I was the representative for the National Association of Manufacturers, a trade association in DC, and I represented them in developing skill standards, which was trying to work backwards to find out what employers wanted and roll it back to what schools should be teaching. So I was always involved in education through my whole career. Every year I get donations for soldiers and send boxes to outposts for the holidays. So I stay out of trouble.
She can never say no. No matter how many times I've tried to teach her by example, she can't say no. Her volunteer activities are sort of testimony to that, but probably the thing I'm most proudest of is time that she has spent in helping women that are dealing with cancer. She's a two-time cancer survivor, and much of that can be credited to her grit and determination and her positive attitude.
I would like to do something for Monroe Community College because I'm eternally grateful for the start they gave me in my life. My husband said, "Well, what about a scholarship?" And that just resonated with me. I was very particular about what I wanted to accomplish. I wanted to help people like me.
I think what Patty will appreciate most in being inducted into the MCC Hall of Fame is the fact that she was recognized. As long as you have ambition, there's always a way to find a road to success. This is a significant indication of that philosophy that she's had.
I would like to thank my family, my sister, my husband. It's emotional. Thanks. I have always stayed very in touch and had a lot of positive feelings for the school. I totally believe without MCC, I wouldn't have had all the fun in life that I did, and that opened the door for me. And I forever am grateful. So to be recognized for something that was so wonderful is just a benefit.